Famed, of course, for my unique red skin and unparalleled skills as a general of the House of War, I, the Red Prince, was raised within the vast palaces of the fabled Forbidden City. I was destined to become the next emperor. But my ambitions suffered a bit of a setback when I fell from grace for cavorting with demons. Now, I'm exiled and hunted by assassins. But I assure you, I remain undaunted and as determined as ever to claim my rightful throne.
I used to be a slave, kept under the thumb of the master, the bastard that made me hunt down my own kin. How did he do that, you ask? With the living scar you see on my cheek, this horror that takes no more than a song sung by Master Dearest to control my very thoughts. But now the tables have turned. I broke my shackles, and when I finally find him, I will make the Master sing a very different kind of song.
Once I was a crusader for the Divine Order. I pledged my life to Lucian the Divine. The war changed everything. He sent me to save the elves I grew up amongst. I arrived too late. Lucian ordered the use of death fog against the Black Ring, annihilating everyone I once knew in the process. Now I'm a mercenary killer, one of the infamous Lone Wolves. And my next target is none other than Lucian's own son.
I was just thinking about someone I used to know. My cousin, the Queen, in fact. A tyrant. I tried to stop her, but things don't always go according to plan. She cast me out to a forgotten island, and made short work of my allies, too. Lucky for me, I was able to commandeer a ship, and began a new life for myself, out on the high seas. Aye, but I hear that the Queen is at it again, and there's something darker behind her madcap schemes this time. If I don't stop her, I don't know who will.
All my life I've been a performer, a musician, beloved and celebrated by all. But I have a secret. I'm also a playground for sprites and spirits and worse. The voice that rings inside me now is darker than any that came before. Almost caused a bunch of my fans to rip each other to pieces. But you can trust me. I've got this under control. Step 1. Find out who, or what, is trying to take control of my mind. Step 2. Make it sorry it ever tried.
Oh, don't stare. How would you look after eons in some ghastly crypt? Your people are rather prone to death. Mine are not. Yet when I emerged from my completely unjustified imprisonment, I found them gone. our culture forgotten. Any trace of the world I knew all but obliterated. I must even hide my true face beneath an ever-shifting mask for fear you savages will attack me. That is how I wander this strange world, trying to uncover the truth about a history you primitive people never even knew existed.
Almost got me that time.
Nice try. Nice try. Almost got me that time.
Better luck next time.
It all happened like I knew it would. A single drop of source magic. And, like flies to honey, the monsters swarmed. The rebel panicked. The carnage began. And the Magisters pointed their fingers at me. Just as I'd planned. I was shackled and collared, and sent to Fort Joy. I'd come here to kill Godwoken. But instead I became part of their story.
So, still a bit groggy, are we? Don't worry. The sedative will wear off soon enough. Easy now. No.
So it wasn't a dream after all.
An animal sty. Freight or food?
Shaking her fluffy coat. Did you expect a needle?
Click. This floor plate triggered something.
You there. Come here. Hey! Get me out of this cage and I'll make it worth your while. You in? Your guess is as good as mine. Someone screamed loud as a banshee after a gentlewoman among jesters, you are. Set me free.
Before you can even touch the lever, you hear a sniff and snort behind you as the snoring Magister mumbles himself awake.
Wait, you're no Magister. You're a sorcerer. What are you doing here, filthy Those idiots can't even walk straight without mucking it up. Was it Rick's? I bet it was Rick's. Can't just leave the prisoner alone, though. I heard he might be the one causing trouble upstairs. If it's all the same, I think it's best he comes with me. Summerfest... Come on. And keep your hands where I can see them. Hurry it up, sorcerer. We haven't got all day.
No. No.
So much for a peaceful stroll.
And it won't be me.
Not the most elegant solution, was it? And I'm back where I started. Nowhere to go but up.
Did the murderer take him into this room? Or was he already here?
Why, you're looking a bit more chipper. There you are. Not too tight, I hope. The collar, I mean. Oh, in the meantime, your next stop will be Magic. You'll find him on the other side of this deck, in the officer's quarters. The good ship Merryweather. But you can stand at ease.
Index fingers pressed to her lips. She pauses a moment.
My word. You do. Oh, well, I'm sure you'll soon get. A new life awaits. And if you're a particularly good girl, perhaps a cure as well. An end to Sauce. For good. Is he? Oh, well. Some problems simply sort themselves, don't they?
Yes, this is a rare kind of
Good
magic.
gods! There's been a murder here.
Away. Ugly sight, isn't it? Burns me up this happened under our protection. We're extremely lucky no Voidwalker followed the source that did this.
She looks up at you with a mirthless smile.
I was on duty in your room when the murder happened. You're one of the only indisputably innocent. Not with that collar on, you aren't. Listen, bring me a good lead, and I'll throw in a shiny gold coin for you. Not in here, it isn't. You let me know if you...
Sing us a song, I know you can.
A no doesn't...
An elf sits tucked away in a dark spot, lazily.
Snake eyes.
She chuckles.
I bet that's just what they'll look like.
She shakes her head.
Game for one, I'm afraid. Rolling dice. Deciding fates.
She eyes you quite seriously.
Not the future, no. But I can read the past in flesh. One of the perks of being an elf, you see. I'm quite good at it, too. I could lick your arm and tell you how you spent the night before last. Shall I?
It was one of them. I know it.
She gives your arm a vigorous stroke of the tongue, efficient like a cat grooming.
They don't care about us. We're like cattle to them.
I'll give you that knuckle if you keep carrying on.
One of us wouldn't kill our own.
You were in a cellar with other sorcerers. As everyone lay sleeping, you lay awake thinking of... You were reminiscing about the things you used to do together. Of course it is. But don't you worry, darling. Your secret's safe with... I don't lick and tell. Don't worry, honey. It isn't yours.
She looks you up and down.
Never say never, though.
A no doesn't become a yes over time, you know.
You, Jill, is that right? I've a few questions for you.
To kill.
Here's the register, man. You faring okay so far? Trust me, with Bishop Alexander in charge, things will get a lot better from here on out. He's God-walking, you know. You head on in now.
Standing at the center of the room, you spot a sorcerer haughtily eyeing a pair of nervous-looking magisters. They keep their crossbow trained upon her as she's being interrogated by an officer.
So you admit it then? You murdered that poor fella?
Yes, I did. But of course, that was only the beginning.
She turns her head and looks you straight in the eye.
There are others whose lives must end.
Good God, the woman's mad. You there, sorcerer, go and fetch Magister Siwan.
By all means, do as the officer says. But you had better hurry, because...
She reaches for her collar and simply removes it.
I'm just about to create a scene.
Subdue her, men, quickly! If she casts Source, the Voidwoken will come. They'll end us all.
She smiles with wicked satisfaction.
Precisely.
around. God damn it! Need to get off this wreck, and quick. Not long before this thing Great gods! Something's pounding on the hull!
The dwarf yanks at one of the nearby ropes to no avail.
You said there were other people down there. We need to help them.
You see those tentacles, kid? It's time for getting...
Thank you. There's a ladder right...
You're gonna be the death of...
Magister lies.
If you can walk, get yourself up the ladder. There's a Wait! Void Woken!
dogs would sink the ship on my watch. I'll yield to none.
Let the games begin.
They who are about to triumph slay.
I thought Voidwoken was supposed to be scary.
I've faced worse.
We make a pretty good team. It's Magister Siwan, the one who put on this damn collar.
She tries to speak, but can only gape as she clutches her neck. With jagged movements, she raises her clenched fist and holds out a length of cloth soaked with some kind of strong-smelling tincture. Blood quickly soaks through the cloth. Magister Siwan's mouth opens and closes, her eyes wide in terror.
There's no time.
I have plans for you, child. Rise.
Honorable Dallas, we lost a ship sailing sorcerer prisoners to Fort Joy. We assume some escaped and broke their collars. Their vile magic lured the Voidwoken. All who were aboard are presumed dead. Yours faithfully into eternity, High Judge Oriven.
Those Voidwoken made short bloody work of the ship. Am I the lone survivor?
It seems someone, something, wanted me alive.
Voidwoken! Those are the same beasts that sank our ship! Damn, they've made it to shore. A black cat. Hello, kitty.
The cat's eyes are clouded and grey, but it stares at you with acute intensity. Its eyes clear, and it shakes its head, confused.
Please.
Your Godwoken has asked you a... Stay back, sorcerer, and stay silent. Our Godwoken speaks.
We know you've been helping sorcerers escape, Atusa. We have proof.
I'd sooner cut my tongue out than lie to you, Alexander. I know nothing of any escapees.
If you can tell the Godwoken no more, your tongue is of no use. Cut it out.
This can't be serious, Alexander. Come!
You should know by now to obey your superior, Magister, whatever she may ask.
Atusa pinches the tip of her tongue with 2 fingers and brings her dagger to its root. Her eyes squeeze shut. Drops of blood form against the dagger's edge and quickly fall to the ground.
Stop! My father, may his soul rest in peace, would be disappointed in you. The fate of our realm hangs... Dallas?
Yes, Your Holiness?
I believe we're done here.
What a waste. Come, we'll be needed elsewhere.
Come on then, Legsy. Pay up.
I find I need more, no trouble.
Bread or a brisket, toes the same.
Your grift teaches